Andrej Karpathy co-founded OpenAI. He ran AI at Tesla. He's considered one of the most influential AI researchers alive. He joined Anthropic 6 weeks ago, and since then his GitHub activity has dropped to almost nothing, and his posts on X have slowed dramatically. But this week, something circulated in the developer community that he apparently shared privately. His personal Claude.md file, the instruction document he uses with Claude Code that tells the AI exactly how to behave on his projects. Someone posted it. Developers read it, and the reaction was consistent. This changes how you think about using AI to write code. Here's what's actually in it. I'm Alex. This is the Read AI. Before getting into what Karpathy wrote, it's worth explaining what a Claude.md file actually is, because most people using Claude Code don't know this exists. Claude.md is a project-level instruction document you place in the root directory of any project. When Claude Code runs in that project, it automatically reads it before doing anything else. It's how you tell Claude, in this project specifically, these are the rules you follow. Think of it as the briefing you give a new team member before they touch the code base, except instead of a one-time conversation that the person may or may not remember, the briefing runs every single time, automatically, before every task. The reason this matters is that large language models have predictable failure modes when writing code, not random failures, specific, repeatable patterns that happen over and over. A Claude.md file is how you systematically eliminate those patterns before they occur. What makes Karpathy's version notable isn't the format, it's the content. It was written by someone who has spent years watching AI make the same mistakes on real code bases, and who has a very precise understanding of exactly what to fix. The first rule in Karpathy's file is the one that addresses what he describes as the biggest reason AI writes bad code. The model doesn't read the existing code base before writing new code. When it sees a task, it starts matching patterns from its training data and generates code directly. This is almost always wrong. His instruction is specific. Before writing any code, read the file you're about to modify. Not skim, read it carefully. Check how similar functions are implemented in the project. If there's a fixed pattern for API routes, follow that pattern. Check the imports at the top of the file. They'll tell you which libraries the project actually uses. If the project uses fetch everywhere, don't introduce Axios. Check the test files, because they'll tell you the real expected behavior, not what the model thinks the expected behavior probably is. The failure mode he's describing is one every developer using AI has hit. The AI generates something that works in isolation, but doesn't fit the code base at all. It runs, but it looks like it was written by someone else, because it was. Human developers either rewrite it or tolerate the inconsistency forever. Both outcomes are bad. His solution: if the model isn't sure how things are done in a project, it should ask and so say it. That's always better than guessing. The second major section addresses a failure mode that's even more common than the first. The model starts writing code before it has actually figured out what it's supposed to build. Karpathy's rule: don't start writing until you know what you're actually going to do. In practice, this means 3 things. State your assumptions out loud. If someone asks to add authentication, that could mean session cookies, JWT tokens, OAuth, basic auth, or several other things. The model shouldn't silently pick one. It should say, I'm assuming JWT-based authentication with a refresh token in an HTTP-only cookie. If you want something else, let me know. If the assumption is wrong, you lose 10 seconds. If the model guesses wrong silently, you might lose an hour. State the trade-offs. Almost every implementation choice has a cost. If you're adding caching, say what the trade-off is. The developer might say, actually, I don't want that complexity, and it's much better to know that before writing 200 lines of code. If something's confusing, stop. Don't fill gaps in understanding with seemingly reasonable code. Code written when requirements aren't clear often passes a rough review and fails at critical moments. State the confusion. Ask for clarification. This section isn't just about AI, it's a description of how the best human engineers also work. The difference is that human engineers develop these habits through years of painful experience writing code in production environments where mistakes have real costs. Karpathy is trying to install that experience as a system prompt. Two rules in the file that connect directly to each other. The first is what Karpathy calls surgical modifications. When changing existing code, the diff, the list of lines changed, should be as small as possible. Every line you change may introduce a bug, needs to be reviewed by someone, and stays in the Git history permanently. The practical rules: don't touch what you weren't asked to touch. If you're fixing a bug in function A and notice a strange variable name in function B, ignore it. If there's a spelling error in a comment, ignore it. Your task is the bug in function A. Match the existing style precisely. If the file uses single quotes, use single quotes. If it uses snake case, use snake case. If it was written in a way you personally wouldn't choose, write new code the same way. Consistency within the file is more important than the model's preferences. The test he suggests: look at the diff. Can you find a direct connection to the task requirement for every line changed? If any line is there because the model thought it could improve something while it was in there, roll it back. The second connected rule is keep it simple. Write the least amount of code that actually solves this specific problem, not the least amount of code that theoretically might solve a more general version of the problem. This specific problem with the minimum code required. He names the failure modes precisely. Premature abstraction: you only need to send one type of email, but the model writes an email service class with a strategy pattern. Imaginary error handling: try catch blocks for errors that will never happen. Unnecessary configurability: making batch sizes and retry counts configurable parameters when they'll never change. His test: show the code to someone unfamiliar with the project. If they ask, why is it abstracted this way, and your answer is, just in case we need it in the future, that's over-design. Just in case is a guess about the future. Guesses about the future are usually wrong. There's a lot more in the file: verification, goal-driven execution, debugging rules, a full section on dependencies. But the core insight running through all of it is the same. AI models have predictable failure modes, not random ones, specific, repeatable patterns that happen every time. Read before writing, think before coding, touch only what you're asked to touch, write the minimum that solves the actual problem, verify what you produced actually works. These aren't revolutionary ideas. They're the habits that distinguish good engineers from average ones, developed over years of writing code in production environments where mistakes have real costs. Karpathy is trying to install that experience as a system prompt. The link to Karpathy's original file is in the description. Subscribe to the Read AI. 4 times a week, no hype, just the stories that actually matter. Drop a comment. Which of Karpathy's rules is the one you've felt most painfully when using AI to code? I want to know which failure mode has hit you hardest. Share this with any developer using AI tools right now. I'm Alex. I'll catch you in the next one.